Support the war! Stop the war! Support the poor! Stop the war! Support the poor! Stop the war! Support the poor! Stop the war! Support the poor!
Because these are my peeps. I happen to be one of those individuals who was a part of the middle class, but in the last couple of years, due to an accident, all of my savings were wiped out. I wasn't able to work, and my whole life has shifted direction. And so I'm one of the many who are just living on the margins, and so I'm here really to join the voices to meet with our legislators and to convey a message about survival.
Tell them that they need to protect those programs that service the poor and the working people of this community.
And why are you here today?
I'm here because I can be a voice for other people who couldn't be.
We are here to march for our rights, and we're here to end poverty in Washington State.
What are the budget cuts that the governor has proposed is most concerning to you?
Two of them primarily. One of them would be the state need grants for college kids, and the other one is, of course, the basic health cuts.
Great. So if you could say one thing to your lawmaker today, what would it be?
The one thing is that a nation or a state is no stronger than its weakest individual.
I work as a mental health therapist, and I've talked to more than a few people who have lost health insurance, are losing coverage, parts of the coverage of the health insurance that is, really important for their physical and mental health, all these kinds of things. And that's just a little slice of how it's going to affect people.
Without GAU, your homeless population would double, and that's with people who have no other recourse, and that would just like ruin a lot of lives, and that are already very precarious. Because I live in public housing, and half of my neighbors, a good portion of them are GAU recipients, and without that GAU, they would end up on the streets, and that's not a good thing.
An educator, I'm a teacher, and cut in education, of course, has affected me personally. So, and I feel like affecting the future in our community. So, it's a disservice to our kids and children. So that has definitely been huge in my life. Yeah.
So if you could say one thing to the governor, what would it be?
Do the right thing. Do right by everybody who's here.
Thousands of people depending on them. Especially, it's not only that they have very low income, but because they have really no income. No income at all. Then how would they survive? So that's it.
If you could say one thing to the governor, what would it be?
Save long-term health care.
Well, I'm homeless, and I think we need affordable housing and don't cut GAU.
Just to support the people that are mentally disabled and physically disabled, and help all the people that are in poverty.
If you could say one thing to your legislator, what would it be?
Don't cut the GAU program.
To be mindful of the kind of cuts that happen, because on the front lines, people are dying as a result of those cuts, literally dying, because we don't have access to the health care that we need to address the concerns. And there's got to be another way to value human life.
I think I said it in there. Tax me. And basically that's about changing the regressive structure of this state's taxation situation. Number one, closing loopholes for wealthy and corporations. And number two, we need an income tax that's evenly distributed.
Restore GAU, restore basic health, and I am willing to pay more taxes for it.
It would be that I know your intentions are good, but we need more revenue.
So I have to start looking for a job, go to school, take care of my son, and do homework.
Right.
Yeah, so it's hard, but.
Pays for you.
Just trying to push people out the face of the earth. Just not gonna give up like that. You know? I'm down here trying to make a difference.
So you have hope for this legislative session?
I'm still hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
It's better to hope than not to hope. Yes, of course. Be more positive.
Right. All right. Well, thanks so much. Any last word you want to say?
Well, I am so fortunate to be here for the first time in my life because I really want to share and to hear those people who has a problem like me also. And I thanks everyone for having me here.